changing the head gasket on a Morris 1000. So before we start doing the head gasket on a Morris 1000, I'll give you a bit of an overview of the process so you can make a decision whether you want to attempt it or not. So first of all, I'll disconnect the battery, either do the kill switch or take the lead off. Then I'm going to drain the radiator, removing all the coolant. Then I'm going to disconnect all the heater hoses, take those off. And then I'm going to disconnect the servo tube if you've got one, or servo hose. I'm going to take the rocker cover off. Then I'm going to remove the manifold and rock the whole assembly back on the carb and strap it to the side of the car. Then I'm going to remove the rockers, the push rods. Then I'm going to undo the head nuts. There's 9 of them. And then I'm going to remove the head, put it in my workshop for cleaning and facing and checking. And then I'm going to hone the bores. Now, normally you'd hone the bores with the engine out or the pistons out of the bore so you can hone the whole bore. But I'm going to hone them with the pistons in because I'm going to roll out devarnishing the bores with scratches in. So there's oil coming past the compression rings via the scratch and up and found in the plug, because that's the issue we've got, is an oiled plug on number 3. But that also suggests that there could be a break or a failure in the head gasket. And I think that's basically the overview of what we've got to do. So to do this job normally takes about 5 hours, and I usually do it in 2 sessions. I do one disassembly, taking apart, cleaning and making sure everything's okay and checking, and then I do another session of rebuilding, and then yeah, it usually takes about 5 hours. So if you do that yourself, it will cost about 30 to 40 pounds with replacing the oil, the coolant and gasket. So you want a head gasket, a rocker gasket and a manifold gasket. So obviously if you take that to a normal car workshop, adding in the fact they'll probably send the head away to be skimmed rather than facing it yourself, you're looking at anything between 500 and £1,000 in costs, depending on how much your garage charge per hour. So yeah, so I'd give it a go, take your time, watch the videos, and it's not that difficult. It's like putting Lego back together, really. It's just a case of making sure that the most important thing is using a torque wrench to torque your head nuts back down to 40 foot-pounds, so you know you've got even pressure across the head, so you don't get any breaks or leaks. And there we go. Now we're going to start the process.